person that's been blessed to work with SCAD, Research Inc. and Dr. Hayes for the past few years. So I'm here to give a brief introduction of Dr. Hayes, but I'm sure all of you know her much better than I do, and this is very brief and won't include all of the things that she's done for Mayo Clinic and just the broader community at large. So Dr. Sharon Hayes is a consultant in the Department of Cardiovascular Diseases at Mayo Clinic and holds the rank of Professor of Medicine in the Mayo Clinic College of Medicine, and also serves as the Director of the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. Dr. Hayes is also a nationally recognized educator and speaker on women's cardiovascular issues, diversity and health equity, and she is frequently called upon for comment by the national media. She has developed several programs to enhance the professional and personal development of women physicians, and to promote a more diverse workforce at Mayo, as well as in the field of cardiovascular medicine. Her research focuses on sex and gender-based cardiology, spontaneous coronary artery dissection, diversity and health equity, and the optimal role of social media in medicine and research. And I'd just like to thank her just for being so involved with groups like this organization. It's a real, I know she's very well respected within our department, and we're grateful for you to be here. And now I'd like to turn it over to Mr. and Mrs. Gary for the presentation. That's all that you need to know, Dr. Hayes here.
Okay, go. So we're in the camera shot.
Dave and I are here on behalf of SCAD Research Inc. to present this check for $175,000 to Mayo Clinic, to the SCAD Research program here that Dr. Hayes heads up. We are incredibly thankful for everyone that works on this project. My family is really thankful. Dave is on the board of SCAD Research Inc. and he's jumped in and is participating as well. I'm a survivor of 5 years. And although I'm honored to be here and presenting this check with him, there's a lot of people that this check is represents. We have many 5Ks that happen throughout the year. There's one in California, there's one in New Jersey, there's one in Pennsylvania, there's one in Australia, and there's one in Illinois. And there are virtual walks around the world. I hope they continue to grow, and I'm sure Bob Alico hopes they continue to grow as well. This year we participated in the Revlon Challenge online, and we raised money in the Revlon Challenge. We've had a fundraiser with the Toll Brothers that a SCAD survivor put on. We have donations that come in through the SCAD website. We have money raised through our SCAD store where we sell different items. Funds received through Amazon Smile, so when people shop online, they can have their donations donated to SCAD Research Inc. And we also have matching gifts, obviously, that come in from employers of people that would like to donate. So it's not, I'm honored to be here, but there are so many people that deserve recognition for this money that has been raised and given to Mayo Clinic.
Good? All right. Well, I want to thank you, and I know you represent Bob and many others. I did want to say today how much SCAD Research Inc. support has made it possible for us to even be here today. And then I'll talk a little bit about you, but and Dave. But I think if I think back 5 years, when literally we were at a point where we had to pay, I think, about $500 to get the little things that Dr. Olson's lab needed to do, and we had no money. And I was ready to write a check myself just so we could get the thing started. This is when we were first starting. And that now we are at a point where the kinds of gifts have allowed us transformational work. We are very aspirational. We know that there are not enough answers for you, your family, for the rest of our SCAD survivors, and for those who are not survivors. And that is our constant goal. And I've said before that I really look at SCAD Research Inc. as the wind beneath our wings here at Mayo Clinic, because when we have faced challenges, we know that there is support, not just financial, but emotional and expectations. And that weighs heavily on our research team, I will say. And so we continually strive. And this, it's not just the money, it is the people that we know that we need to continue to answer the questions, whether it's about the why, or the how to best treat, or the who. And the only way we're going to do this is through research. And Bob really had a vision when he said, when he was told, I don't know why, that he said that was not an answer that was acceptable. And we don't think so either. And so as we move forward with your support and the whole community, as you know, a number of the folks here in the room have traveled to Chicago for the walk, or to California for the walk, or done other things and been affected by SCAD patients. I do remember when Bob was, this is about 5 years ago, and he was saying, oh, we're going to have a virtual walk. We're going to have everybody walk, you know, in their neighborhood on a treadmill. And I was on hospital service that first year. They set the date, and I said, oh, good, I can walk the halls of St. Mary's Hospital. And then I got a call from one of the board members who said to me, well, Dr. Hayes, aren't you coming? I said, you said it was virtual, and now you're expecting me to get out of my hospital service and somehow get to Chicago. But I did, and it was magical. And it was because Deb and a couple of other SCAD survivors within the Chicago area said, hey, we're not going to do virtual, we're going to be real, even if it's just the three of us. And even that first year, we knew that they had something. And with each year, well, the other thing I remember about that, it was going to be a SCAD reunion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there were people who came from Canada, from all over the world, and California. It wasn't really a reunion because they never met each other before. Yeah, it was a reunion, but it was from a virtual meeting. And now it's a real reunion, an international real reunion.
Right.
And what you've spawned and developed over time is now being replicated all over the world, now with the Australian one. So I think everyone here is really has a huge amount of gratitude, not just to you, but who you represent, and particularly for Bob Alico and the board, and Jan, who works so hard. Thank you very much.